Gelu feed surf something. Obviously, GranaDy doesn't play for one day and we immediately get ice. That cannot be a coincidence anymore, guys. It cannot be a coincidence. And tomorrow full speed, I tell you already. But yeah, to be honest, what is pretty cool at the moment is that we switch around so much with the styles. Also, kind of every style gets the track of the day now. This is actually how it should be. Because ice players had to wait partly extremely long for that, for ice cup of the days to come. Now it's a bit consistent and full speed players also have here and there a cup. And even old-car enjoyers get some cups now. And for once ice is not on the weekend, because usually Nadeo puts it onto the weekend, which is super annoying for ice players that cannot play the weekend. Then they miss every single ice cup of the day, because it's always put in the weekend. Now it's in the middle of the week for once. Yes, it's an easy map. Extremely tight around this. This was a wide corner. Very tight, okay. Oh, also very tight. Okay, okay. Oh, directly a big improvement in 8th place. Thanks to these lines. So some of the parts I also got pretty much exactly like the GPS has shown them. And I'm only second on my server. What do I have? Kindred, okay. Nope. But this is the turn that I can improve the most. Got it. That's bad line. That combination I didn't really get yet. Like I saw on the GPS how it has to look like. And it should be doable to get, for sure. That's better. Yeah. It just didn't really get quickly into that left slide. As in several ice slides on this map, I have the issue that I'm a bit stuck in my ice slide. I don't really get out of it. Yeah, amazing. Yeah, it's ahead, but it's also not that great, to be honest. Yep. But now I had a few runs that came closer. But we can already conclude it doesn't really look good for the knockout with my pace. Oh scheiße, that was so stupid. But also that run that I just crashed, I don't think that it was good enough, that start. Something like this is... don't think that this is good enough. I'm also only equal, basically. But still 5 minutes and yeah, I can get a run. I didn't really have a good run yet. But that's the typical thing with ice. It's all about getting the run through. In the seeding, the pace is always there because it's just simple inputs basically. And if you do them in the correct rhythm, then you have it. Nah, not ahead. As I want to be ahead by a bit of a margin, like 2/10 or something. Okay, here you're not allowed to release in that first turn. I slid out twice already by releasing, so... No. Why do I not get the starts, eh? No. That was probably not necessary to release, I don't know. 3 minutes left. This is finally my very first run where I was hitting this now the way I want. Ah, I messed it up. Okay, we have to do ghost off. Ah, so unfortunate that I messed it up. I went to white in the finish turn. Damn it. And that were 2 laps that were both good enough. Damn it. Another try and also not enough. I had to decide if I abort this one or if I hope that I can gain enough time in the end. I mean, it's only 700s missing and I went super wide in that ending. But well, then we can at least try to win this one. I think in Div 1 this is impossible. Wait, guys. 92nd. I actually, the last month, I was never thinking about that. But 92nd, that is that position that I was missing all the time. That I never had in a seeding. And now finally I've gotten it. That means I might be... Maybe I go into the lead again. Being the player that covered the most positions in the seeding, starting at 1. You know, I had every position from 1 to 91, but 92 was missing. And then, of course, I had also positions 93 and onwards. But I don't know the exact list. And when someone told me about that thing, Super Kaluf had actually the most numbers from 1 to I don't know what he had, where his first gap has been. But he was ahead there. But now I filled my hole in 90 seconds. Finally! Because sometimes when I only reached Div 2, I was always looking at it if I actually get to that position or not. But I was often missing it. But now I have it. So we can find something positive of this Div 2 appearance. Yeah, I mean, it's of course garbage, no? The one time the GranaDy isn't here. We have ice. And it's all the time, like it's every single time the case, we always get ice when he's not there. What the heck? It's so stupid. How is that even possible? Okay, as I said, Folto, I didn't actually check it out the last few months. I never thought about it again. I believe, however, that this was this position. How can you actually figure that out so quickly? Like, where do you look for that? Oh, is it then another plan? 1 year ago? What? Oh, you ruined all my hype. How can you check it that quickly? Oh, it is laggy, guys. I'm not sure if that's because of the map or because of something else. Yeah, but it has to load everything in first, or not? Like, don't you always have to press load more, load more, load more? Hello, Speed Surf. You did that so fast? If you're that fast, you can also easily figure out now what's the position that I'm missing. Yeah, I guess so. That is harder. I mean, you don't need to go through the one digits. Also I thought it's possible that, like, in the past few months I have been on that position and didn't notice it because I'm not always thinking about that statistic, you know. I'm not always thinking about it. There were times where I was thinking about it a bit more, especially during the year change, because then I do TM awards and I'll ask that guy for several statistics that I found interesting. But like that I had one year ago is strange to me, because I'm pretty sure that 92nd was the position that I was missing. But I'm pretty sure that I also asked this guy, or that I actually last year was more focused on it day by day. Whenever I got Div 2, I had a look for my position there. And I don't remember it getting it. I thought I always missed it. And otherwise I would have thought that I asked him again and that he would still say it's the same, but I'm not sure if I asked him. Crazy scenery. This last turn, eh? Now I'm not so surprised anymore that this costed me the Div 1 multiple times. Like I had 3 runs. All of them would have made Div 1 if I got a good last corner. But in the first try, I went too inside. Then in the second try, I was too afraid to be too inside. And had then a very wide line into the finish. Finishing mega late and outside. And in the third try, it was again very wide, even though I tried to go tight. $130th. Nice, thanks a lot. I mean, I kinda expected it actually, that it is in the end of Div 2 or in the early good Div 3. Because I do not have many Div 3 appearances. I didn't really get that very often. So it has to be missing. I, however, also cannot really remember a 129th place, like missing Div 2 by 1 position. Like, you would think that something like this you would remember. But I don't. I couldn't point on which map that was. Oh, two of them even. Okay. Yeah, the bankness of this final turn makes me struggle with it quite a lot. And then it's also a slide out turn. When my car is going too inside, I am not allowed to release because I will slide out. No. That was also going to inside almost. I cannot avoid it. Like I have to, and it's obvious, I have to do a brake tap at the ending. Like without any brake, I wouldn't really get around. I need one, but my car is always immediately turning too much. I just cannot avoid it. It's always too much. Like this was very tight now. I thought that I touched the ending, or that I will touch. It somehow worked out. I did a mini release. It worked at that moment, but yeah, it was dangerous because I was going to the inside. And I didn't really want to be there. I actually want to save this last turn now, when I'm not close with others. I want to be far away from that wall, but I'm not able to do that. Huh. That was important now. Oh my god. But holy shit, what a close round for an ice map. Like I had a bad start this time and immediately I was in huge danger. Even though I didn't really do a big mistake, it was just a slow start. Yeah, only 1/10 and I'm 7th. Only 2/10, also bad ending knocks me out these rounds. That's good enough. Maybe I found a line as well, maybe. It was the last 4 KO, so it was also close. Maybe the next one could be easier, but doesn't have to be. I mean, the map isn't too difficult otherwise. I mean, for me it's difficult, but for ice players it should be pretty simple. Yeah. This is like my typical issue on ice. It just happens so easily that my car just, when I use the brake button, that it just brakes too long, turns too much. And when that happens at the wrong turn, where you have a bad gear for releasing, then it's just that. You cannot really do anything. I just ended up way too inside in this right drift. Yeah, there was also someone else sliding out, but he didn't have the issue with being too inside, I would say. Actually, 2 people crashed it. Like, Satil has basically the same round that I had. And this one isn't far away. Dark, wow, he's surviving with +2 maybe. Oh my god, Speed Self. And Speed Self is surviving as well. Okay. Let's boot up Div2 and Div1 parallel. So spam in Div1. Oh yeah, Icarus is out in his stream, so I think that must be Div1 then. Icarus was the winner of the last 2 ice maps, so he is not doing a triple. It would be nice if this was not 160. I would rather see at least a 720, at least. You can also see if the 1000 is smooth. Also pace-wise, my diff was still very survivable. Actually, I expected a very close round, but like the red places were always slow enough that it would be simple to beat. Yeah, that's a close round. Oh, we have a mistake. Also in Div1, Kindred, who was in my seeding server, got knocked out with a 39-0, but like orange place was like a 0.7, high 0.7 or something. Oh, this is also a tough line for him, but he actually got the perfect ice slide out of it. It looks so nice when I watch Opale, how he gets that last turn. It's exactly how I want it to look like. Okay, very close between everyone. Run is on a weird line. Oh, yeah, he's still on a weird line. Oh, that goes from turn to turn now. But he survives it still decently. Toppen is in last now. And remains there. Okay, the red placed time becomes faster and faster each round at the moment. It went from 39.7 to 0.6 to 0.5. Like, this is still not super fast. But you cannot afford a very bad ice slide somewhere. If you have something bad, you can immediately drop behind that. But it is still doable. Oh, the one is also mega tight. Oh, holy shit, eh. What times you needed there. The 0.70 was orange and 7 mid is then out. Close. Oh. And Sark slid out. But oof, if that didn't happen, then red place would have been a 0.3 suddenly. Okay, speed self needs a good ending or someone to slide out. Close, but not enough. And this is a 0.3 being knocked out. Trudol with a very different line. But there's one guy behind Simtham. Yeah, everyone gets it easily in Div 1 here this last turn. Oh, Bran. Bran is always, like, he has control over his car and the ice slides, but he's always going somewhere. Oh, there was a mistake. He's all over the place with his lines, but he's always able to still make it through, to still save it, his weird lines, without losing too much time. He is very consistent in that. Yeah, this is just the case. On ice, there is big skill gap early on. Even though you have to say that Div 2 is consistent at least. Yeah, it is consistent. There is a lot of pace missing, but we haven't seen too many big mistakes. Also the rounds are not complete fiesta. I would assume that you see that in lower divs. Ooh, what an inside line. But it is only enough for second place. What a shame. Ha! I waited for that one. Okay. 1/10 between all 4 players. What the fuck is going on? 2/10, like only Sim King was a little bit behind, the others are all driving 0.3 and low 0.4. That's crazy. Okay, was shortly in the kitchen. Oh, Pale, holy shit! And this is 0.35 and being knocked out. What is this? Great Britain is gonna be strong in Trackmania games. I think Judon is British, right? Is he? Also Burn Bagels is for sure. Och nö. 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 Nochmal, what is this timing? Wait. Point 37 was enough to win. A bit slower than the last ones, but holy shit. How consistent they have this pace as well, no?